Hey.
Hello! Alright, shall
Hello,
I?
the masses. Stabby's gone today because he betrayed us for whatever reason. He just doesn't
He's
think
dead
this is
to us now.
important. Yeah.
He went to the other side, so we're leaving him behind.
But anyway, we're starting.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Here's the presentation for the week that I had to put together all by myself, bitch.
Go!
Thanks a lot.
Yay! Yay!
So here's the presentation. Class Hole 2015 for Deader America.
USA!
Yay.
USA!
Is it gonna let me? Okay, so the perfect candidate for change. There's one thing I hate more than women and ethnic minorities. It's the state of our current political situation in America.
I know,
I
right?
believe that we need a fundamental change in the way we view politics and the value we place on human lives. So
Yes.
I'm announcing my bid for the Democratic nomination.
Democratic?
Democratic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's already too many people going for the Republican nomination. I wanted to stand out.
You can go the way of Ralph Nader.
Yeah.
I could, but
I think both of them are a problem at this point.
I think if there's one thing I aspire not to be, it's like Ralph Nader. So here's me on the issues. You know what really matters: the meat and potatoes
Mean
on
potato.
big government. Uh, so when elected, I promised to introduce sweeping improvements to make government smaller and more efficient. Do you know there's 435 members of the House of Representatives and 100 in the Senate? Doesn't that seem like too much to you? Doesn't that
Yes.
seem like we never get that many people to agree on something except through fear and intimidation?
Yes.
You
So
can't get
vote,
5 people to agree on where to go to eat.
yeah, and
Sometimes.
so vote for me, and I'll get rid of these gross government inefficiencies like this, whether you like it or not, in a way that may
Wasn't
not suit you.
wasn't there a Darth Vader speech in the prequels
One
about how
by
he just
one.
he just wanted to get rid of all the bureaucrats because he could just fix everything?
I think so. I don't know. I I
It
tried to
doesn't
block the
remind me of
memory.
that at all.
I tried to block the memory of those prequels out.
Forget that I brought it up.
It
Okay.
never happened.
So on gun laws, America needs to scale back its oppressive gun laws. So dueling has been an essential part of American history since its founding. Some
Yep.
of our founding fathers were killed in duels. What would
Yep.
they say if they all of a sudden woke up out of their graves, pulled the 1776 lead out of their heads, and saw the sorry state of this police state we've turned into? So when I'm elected, duels will once again be allowed between one or two consenting parties, just as the founders intended.
Between 1 or 2 consecutive.
Yay.
Yeah. So if
So,
one party consents to the duel, it's legal.
that
It's
means
legal.
Wow.
I consent to shooting
So
you in the face.
Yeah.
let's move on. On
I
Mexico.
consent to your death.
So I watched Weeds, most of it, anyways. I'm kind of stopped because I just don't have any more sympathy left for Nancy.
You get up to the point where the town burns down. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
And then you just end the show.
I like how you say
pretty
the
much.
spoiler alert after you said it.
Yeah, you do that now.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it's not really worth watching, I wouldn't say. But I got even past that point, like to the point where they're get involved with the Mexican drug cartel, and
To
it's
the
just
point where they're growing weed in a fucking van that would be impossible to grow weed in.
yeah, past that even. I'm at the point where they fucked up the Mexican drug cartels, and now they're moving from like Seattle, and I think they're in Montana
Yeah.
now or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I watch Swedes, and Donald Trump is absolutely right. Mexicans are horrible, gang raping, drug peddling, Spanish speaking
Yeah.
psychopaths, and they must never be allowed into this country.
Oh my god.
At least one of those is true.
But Donald Trump is an absolute idiot when he suggests that building a strong wall will keep them out. Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
wall, all right, but a wall of fire, so we can keep those filthy little bean monkeys on their side of this continent.
Wow.
Holy shit,
So
dude.
today we're targeting Mexicans.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need a river of gasoline.
yeah, a
And we
river
can
of
just
gas.
set it on fire.
And
That
this
would
was
create jobs too.
Yeah, I'm hoping to draw in the big campaign bucks from the big propane companies.
Oh god.
Of course, then all the Mexicans would come in and take all those jobs too.
Yep. laying all
Damn
the
it.
laying all the propane
Hey.
down, lighting it on fire, then crossing that wall somehow. They always find a way. So on the military, we're spending too much to protect ourselves against outside threats that just don't exist.
Yay.
So now we must look inward at ourselves to find a real enemy. So look to yourself. Look to your left and look to your right. If you
Yeah.
had friends, you would see the true face of the number one security threat to this nation, and that's ourselves.
Its
So
own people.
I promise to stop spending money to bomb and strike innocent foreign families when we have families at home who pose a security threat right here.
Yeah.
So I'll use that money to defend against ourselves instead.
Yay! Wait.
So McCarthy had it right, is what I'm hearing.
He didn't go far enough, I would say.
Okay.
He just he was just getting all accusey over there. But what he should have done was gone on a full blown military campaign through the continental U.S.
So you're saying that you're going to do a variation of The Purge?
What? I didn't see that movie. What happened?
Oh, it pretty much it's
The purge
Where-
happened.
yeah, where one night I guess due to overpopulation or something along those lines,
Mhm.
it's like one night out of the entire year
Uh-huh.
everything is legal,
Oh, okay. So
and
like,
so people
it's
go
kinda
on like
like-
killing sprees and loot and shit and all that
yeah,
kind of
it's
stuff.
kind of like when they get on the news and ask people to go shoot deer because the population's 15,000 and it's supposed to be around 11,000.
Yeah, something like
People.
that.
Okay.
With people, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
good
kind of
reason to
like
kill
that,
animals.
except it's just going to be a total one-sided thing, kind of take the military and unleash it on ourselves.
That's the American way, though.
It really
Totally
is.
unfair and one-sided.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. It's going to bleed us dry anyway, so we may as well, see the fruits of our tax dollars
See it firsthand.
for ourselves.
wasn't there a Star Trek episode where like 1 hour every day people just went nuts and like destroyed everything, and then at the end of the day they're just like, all right, back to regular.
What? What was the message in that episode?
You know,
Don't do that.
punch
I'm-
people and kiss alien ladies.
And also, was that written by
And-
Stabby? Because that seems like something that Stabby would write.
That's true. Actually, I believe he.
Yes, He
You know
used-
what
he used time travel to write that episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm hoping that he's doing right now is that he purposely did not jump online, so he would wonder what we're doing, and then now that we've started, now he's watching us. That's what I'm hoping he's doing right now.
Maybe.
So we're all like talking about it. I was
So
like,
wait.
yeah, we think David did this shit.
Our host is now the viewer,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
We have become the masters.
or maybe he was like, "Will they do a show without me?"
Yes, you've been left behind.
You're not that valuable.
Yeah. Get out of here. No one wants you.
Yeah.
Stabby, no.
We appreciate the view. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Thank you.
And that's the end of it.
Really?
Yep. It was seven. I got to my 7 slide limit. Granted, one of those slides was just a title saying on the issue, but whatever. So if anybody has any questions, one, why was there not a clever contact info slide? Because I got lazy.
You lazy shit.
That's why.
Nothing but lazy shit.
So
Yeah.
thanks for joining us. That's it.
Yeah, that's all we got.
That's all we
for the
have.
Podcast. Abby usually brings the news stories and the devil's advocate playing. I guess
I
it's a
got
crime.
one. I do.
He has a news story.
So this is, I guess I don't have a direct article about it because there's a bunch by now.
No.
But the main story that I'm talking about is the. Did you guys hear about the explosion in Tianjin?
Oh yeah, bunch of Chinese people died.
So that is absolutely scary as fuck.
Is it?
Yes,
Tell us why it's scary as fuck.
because let's see.
I saw Thunderfoot's video. Or I saw the title for Thunderfoot's video, then decided not to watch it. Like the explosion could have destroyed Yankee Stadium or something.
think-
It sounded too sciencey. I
I
like
think
the
you
drama
have to
videos.
be pissed off to say the word correctly. Tianjin.
So you have to be stereotypical? Or
Yeah.
stereotyping?
Yeah,
because I
pretty
know-
much.
That's
I
what we
know
do.
Nice. Good job, fellas.
That's how we roll.
But no, it was a chemical explosion. I guess it was a warehouse full
Oh
of.
shit.
Let's see. Looking at stuff. Apparently seen from space. So I have this article right here. I'm gonna go off of that because why not?
White
Okay.
foam is covering the streets. Wow.
There is cum everywhere.
Just like usual.
Why is there always cum? Let's see. Yeah. Two blasts happened at a warehouse used to store hazardous goods, including chemicals. Oh, I wonder how it's like some guy like smoking a cigarette,
Yeah, what were the
and then
blasts
he like
caused by?
flicks it.
We don't
I
have
don't
any
know.
idea.
Yeah, I'd like to think he flicked it
Okay.
in. I'd like to think he flicked it in slow motion though, so it went. Phoo,
Like in Team America.
phoo. Yeah, just like that. And
But
then-
apparently it was big enough to be seen from space.
Wow.
yeah, Thunderfoot says it would have destroyed Yankee Stadium.
That's ridiculous.
That's an odd metric though. Yeah, how many Yankee stadiums would this explosion have? Is that how we measure it now?
Well, it gives you an idea of how big.
Yeah.
So,
A lot
for
of
any-
people are familiar with Yankee Stadium.
This reminds me of I have a friend of mine that always measures the size of dogs with how many burritos it might be. So it's like, you think of a dachshund or a wiener dog,
Hmm.
he's gonna be like, oh, those are usually about like 2 burritos to a burrito and a half.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't actually eat dog, but measures them in burritos.
Oh wow. The rain was dangerous for a while.
Isn't that like always the case in China though?
Yeah.
Like the
that's
rain in
probably
the
true.
air, in the
It
people.
so yeah. Look up certain articles like that. I love
Oh,
using.
why'd you use the Yahoo search engine?
I don't know. Actually, I
You
used.
can
What's wrong
unset
with
that.
you?
You can unset that as your default, so you can get like a decent search engine on there.
I used Google. Like initially,
you?
I used Google, and then it jumps over to that. It's really weird.
Oh wow, you might have like a bad extension on your computer or something.
I think so. It's probably a bad thing. We're probably being watched by the NSA or
Well,
something.
Windows 10 has a new search bar. You can search the internet and Windows 10 all at once. And of course, you can't set a default. It's default to Bing.
Oh, that's
You can't
ridiculous.
change that.
Oh,
So it's like, well, time to get rid of that neat little search function.
Yeah,
that's fucked.
or at least let me use Google. Why the fuck do they always want me to use the Microsoft stuff? Yeah, I heard on Windows 8, Stabby was telling me that he just spent like the first couple days he had it, or maybe this was Noja. He spent the first couple days uninstalling all of the stupid Windows 8 versions of the software and
Yeah.
reinstalling the real versions that ran fine.
Exactly.
Like with Skype. Skype was just ruined all the functionality.
Yeah, you
They're-
couldn't do
it's gone.
anything on
Yeah.
that version of Skype.
And it took up the whole screen, and so he was panicked at first because he thought he was stuck with it. Then he found
like,
out that he could just uninstall it.
No.
Yeah,
Fortunately, desktop versions, for the most part, still work in the
Yeah.
Windows 10.
yeah,
So
Always fun.
yeah. For whatever reason, they wanted to make it like a tablet. They thought,
because they're trying to combine their platforms into one.
yeah. But
I
then,
mean, I
you
can see the utility in that.
I can. It's. I think they're trying to go like the Apple route. You know how Apple does it.
Oh,
You
God.
get used to using that like shitty little OS, and then you can't switch back to Windows or any good OS because it's just too hard to learn at that point. That's that's the loop my grandfather is stuck in.
Do you think
You-
we're gonna ever have like an Android desktop PC,
No.
like a PC that just runs
Maybe.
Android?
I could
natively?
see someone try to do that. I could see it making an attempt, but I don't
'Cause-
see it succeeding.
Because they already have tablets that are, almost as good as a laptop. So it's like, are
Yeah.
they just going to keep going?
Hmm.
It's worth a shot. I mean, why not? If it actually works, then cool.
I mean, it's a decent operating system.
I mean, Google does have their own OS though.
Yeah.
They, it's the Chrome or not the or the whatever they use on the Chrome things. the little laptops that aren't really a laptop. Little
Oh,
laptops.
the
Not Chrome.
Chromebook.
Yeah, Chromebooks. I've used them, and
Oh.
they're just
They
a couple of steps down
they
from what.
hand those out at schools to like
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
third
they were
graders
testing
and
it.
second graders, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they were
what the
testing
fuck?
it in my school district.
That's great.
I remember getting the piece of shit when I was in school.
Yeah, most of the other
Like
computers at
Oregon
my
Trail.
school were pieces of shit. Like that, the Chromebooks were almost a step up from them because half of the ones didn't work from just 10 years of being, used up by greedy little kids.
From 10 years of being pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you get to a computer and there just be, the most common problem was on the keyboard, one of the legs was missing. So every time you typed, it was because it was bouncing up and down, and then you had to set your keyboard all the way down, which is the
And-
worst way to type ever.
And think of how dirty a keyboard that's had like 5 billion kids use it.
The keyboards were greasy as fuck.
That's got to be the nastiest place on earth.
There was like a solid layer of wax over every single key.
So it's the Disneyland of grossness.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I'm gonna try to keep rolling with these. I actually have two more.
Oh, cool.
So and I'm gonna try to go like channel stabby and do something, bring up something disturbing.
Something horrifying.
So you guys know Jared Fogle, right?
Yeah, we talked about him last week, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. That guy.
So an update on that
The
then.
guy from 2005.
Way back in 2005. So this is an update. He actually pled guilty
Wow.
to
Oh, good. I
what was
think.
it? That was it. Subway former spokesman Jared Fogle has agreed to plead guilty to charges that he paid to have sex with minors and possess child pornography.
Yay.
Ouch.
Awesome person. Not really.
So,
So all those
is anyone
times it was-
safe now? Like, everyone
No.
throughout history is either a child rapist or, now Bill Cosby's diddled everybody he's ever met.
Yep.
And it's like, are we going to find out that Mr. Rogers, like, killed 48 people or something?
I thought Mr. Rogers was already involved in something like that, or was that just a rumor?
I have no idea, but I know he's
not.
Is he just the one that isn't? Is he just floating above the rest of us? Why does he think he's so good?
I heard he had his pants accidentally pulled down while swimming.
Oh,
That's
what a pervert.
He's probably like, oh my.
lovely day in the neighborhood, a lovely day to snap your neck.
Yeah, I'd like to think he just absolutely snapped on that person.
Beat the shit out of that lady.
Mr. Rogers murdered someone in cold blood
He
today.
called her a cunt and everything. It's like, you dirty cunt.
Just held their head under the water and just waited. And because it was Mr. Rogers, everybody else at the pool watched and accepted that it was happening.
Well, yeah. What are you going to do? Stop Mr. Rogers from doing something?
Yeah, that's the kind of
Come
guy
on.
you wouldn't want to fuck with if he's fucking with somebody. Like, you just don't know what he's capable of.
He's probably super gangster.
I bet so,
Like,
man.
that's all an act. He's like, yo, what up, bitch?
Yeah,
Put on my
I'd
sweater.
like to think his show was a front for the Russian mafia.
Some sort of cartel,
Yeah,
drug lord.
Great.
and like you just see him go into a back room, speak some shit in Russian. They like let him in. It's like some shady shit.
Everyone jumps up and goes off to do something.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, boss.
Yeah, like he gets pulled over by a cop, and then he yells the cop in Russian. Cop walks back to his car calmly, gets in and drives off because he's in on it too. He's getting paid.
Everyone's in on it. Everyone's on his payroll.
Yeah.
We are all on Mr. Rogers' payroll right now.
Yep.
Every
That's-
last one of us.
That's where he's been for the last 10 years in Moscow,
He's
been
getting ready to
Moscow.
take over the world.
building his criminal empire.
Nice.
Maybe-
Something I
Yay.
could strangely see, I think. He'd be
He
the
could be-
scariest bad guy.
He would, because you don't expect him. It's like
Yeah.
a butterfly.
Like
Box
wearing
us
the
in,
sweater
yeah.
vest and everything while he's doing it.
Yeah, and being nice about it too.
With my 120 thread count sweater vest.
Yeah,
Trying
I
to
think,
find
I
out
think
if you'll be his neighbor.
the most disturbing part of that would be like how calm he is through it. He can just choke the life out of somebody and stay calm.
With a smile on his face.
Yep.
That's fucking disturbing. On top of being Jared Fogle. That is fucking disturbing.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
understand understand that. Like, it's the guy has millions of dollars from doing the Subway commercials. Why do you have to be disturbing?
I don't know.
Why?
I think it's that forehead. That
It's
forehead
like,
of his. That's
I don't
pretty
think
just
he
big.
took
be,
that into consideration, you know.
just be a
I
rich
think-
dude. Just be a rich, snobby douchebag, and that's
Yeah.
all you need to be. You don't
Yeah,
have
if
to
you're
go
rich,
as far.
You can find like women of legal age
Yeah.
that will.
I think he just got bored at winning at life, so he decided to make it hard for himself. He's like, hey, I lost all this weight. I look decent now. I got a bunch of money. Now let me go. You fuck it up a little bit to
Gotta
try and get it
equal it
all
out.
back.
Yeah, so apparently he's going to get at least 5 to 10 years in prison.
Yep.
And about $1.5 million in...
How much time will he really spend in prison?
No, he's going to get at least 5
Yeah,
years.
I think this is one of
okay.
those mandatory minimum things.
Sexual
Okay.
assault or sex crimes is pretty...
Well, when I hear a rich person's going to jail for however many years,
Yeah.
I always find out later that it was like, oh, and he spent, 4 of those years in his
Yeah.
home.
hmm Doing hard time.
Yeah, doing
No,
hard
he's-
time in his mansion.
He's going to prison.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
He's going to prison.
you
If
think
you
he's gonna
split-
get raped?
Oh no, this
By big
dude's gonna.
burly guys?
This
They're
dude's
going to
do-
be they're going to be packing a sandwich in his ass.
Yeah, I've heard, especially in prisons, they don't like child molesters and stuff.
Oh
Like,
no, that is
the lowest of the low.
you pretty much get secluded a lot of the times when
Yeah.
it comes down to being a sex offender and
And
Yeah,
not only
prison.
that, he is worth as much as all of them combined. So
yeah,
he-
so being a rich douchebag who's also a sex offender, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
And he's little now.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
so
when you're big and fat,
Oh,
you got
yeah.
some weight you can throw around. But now he's skinny, so now he's gonna get beat up more.
you had better pack it on, man, or turn that into a six pack.
I'd like to think under that shirt though, there's a bunch of tattoos like dragons and shit flying across his chest, and he's really a hardcore gangster. He's gonna run that prison in a couple months.
Now I'm getting like a billion news feeds of like, here's this rapist, here's that rapist. This guy had 10,000 pictures of child rape,
the
and this
rapist.
guy had. Yeah. All right.
All right, let's turn from rapists to plague.
Great.
Yay!
Let's talk
You-
about the plague.
You are channeling Stabby. I'm proud.
I'm trying to do him good.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently the plague has killed 2 people, or is this this might be another case. I actually haven't completely read. It killed 2 kids because it
No.
spread between squirrels and fleas. So imagine
It's
this.
It's 2 people dead of plague.
No, they caught the plague.
Oh,
okay.
like the bubonic plague. or
Yes,
whatever.
the plague.
The actual plague.
The
Okay,
actual plague.
got it.
So the plague was on the squirrels, and the fleas bit the squirrels, so they got the plague, and they went over to the kids and bit the kids, and the kids got the plague.
Awesome.
And yeah. So that wonderful story, and if anyone ever wants to go to Yosemite, stay away from squirrels and wear lots of
No,
bug
just,
repellent.
just stay away from the national park system in general.
Yeah.
You never know.
We built houses for a reason, people.
Yep, stay inside them at all costs.
Just stay in your house. Never leave.
Do not move.
Stay on your
You'll-
computer.
You'll get raped or the plague.
Yeah.
So
Only
choose.
only move your hand to your mouse to tune into our podcast every Wednesday.
That's what you do.
Besides that, don't bother coming outside or doing any activity that's going to get you the plague.
We start between the times of 7 and 7:30, so definitely want to tune into that shit because we're
Or
awesome.
10 to 10:30 Eastern time for people
Oh,
who aren't in all the zones of the country.
we're all in Maine.
Oh yeah, which uses Eastern
Yeah.
time, the best time.
Yeah, it is.
no one
the best
go
time.
down the hallway and
Oh,
get
shit.
stabby.
Yeah, really. What the fuck is that guy doing? I'll have to
Yeah.
go down the hall and get stabby at some point.
Oh wait, his door is locked. Yep,
Shit.
looks like we're gonna have to do the rest without him. Too
Oh.
bad.
Yeah. No, he's not in his room. I put him in the dungeon.
Oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
he's a little tied up at the moment. uh, so yeah, plague, wonderful stuff.
Oh wait,
Anyways.
California child died Yeah, it did say a California child
No.
died.
Yes.
Just goes to show you all the weak genes that are over there.
Hey, we make some damn good jeans. I mean, they make some damn good jeans.
Weren't jeans invented in California
Relaxed, tight
I have
fitting,
no idea.
for like the dirty
huskies.
miners that
Boot
went
cut,
over there?
Yeah.
bell bottom, if you're in the 70s.
Or if you
But
just like to look retro or something. Like you're one of those people.
you mean hipsters?
One of those people.
Yeah, one of those people.
Holy
They make me sick.
shit. Okay.
Hipsters. All right. Does anyone have anything else? Oh God, what was that?
No. Oh, I think that was
Oh.
outside my house. There was like a truck coming to a fast halt. Cause my bedroom is like right up against the street, kind of. So like I'll be playing a game and all of a sudden everybody can hear a motorcycle zooming by. It doesn't. It's like a certain time that this guy goes by on his loud ass motorcycle for no reason, just to tell the neighborhood he's a fucking douchebag.
I've had one of those people, except for instead of a car, it was one of those miniature motorcycles.
Oh no.
But that motherfucker drove around our block constantly.
Like one of the little Yamaha things, or one of the really mini ones.
In a mini
Like
motorcycle.
Like a
the
mini-
really small one.
Yeah, like the little mini motorcycles. It looks smaller than a 50, if you know dirt bikes at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a 50, maybe a little bit smaller than that.
Mhm.
But it looks like Yamaha or Suzuki or something
It's
like that. It looks like a
fucking
street bike.
midget vehicle.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
the mini horse of the motorcycle world.
Pretty much. And then that fucker would just drive it for an hour.
I've
every
kind of
couple
confused on those.
times
Like,
a day.
do you drive those on the street or do you drive them on the sidewalk? 'Cause they seem
Both.
like they would be too fast and dangerous for the sidewalk.
Yes.
But
See, if you're a douchebag, you do both. Because then they don't know what you're gonna do.
yeah.
If you're probably proper, you're probably just gonna stay in the street like a normal person.
Mhm. Or like take it to a track or something so you don't burden everybody else with your little mini horse cycle.
Mini horse cycle.
Mhm.
Yay. All right, I'm gonna pull another one out of my ass here. Let's see, reaching down deep, and Nazi gold.
Yay, Nazis.
Nazi gold train found in Poland.
I got
Awesome.
a story about a dead guy.
I've been looking for that all over.
I knew
Nazi
it.
gold or dead guys? Or
Both.
both. Okay.
Both. It's always both. Come on. Don't give me that. So yeah, apparently, it's like I once again haven't really read completely through the article because I'm
Pronounce all
thorough
the
like
words on
that.
the map.
But if you guys want to read it, I will put all of the links below, or I will give
Yeah,
them
maybe-
to class and they'll do it, or he'll do it.
Sam
Because
usually does it. I don't
Because
know.
I'm a lazy fuck like that.
I don't know what to do.
So they found a train rumored to be full of gold.
Yes.
So
But
they're just like, hey, we have
does it-
this train full of gold. As soon as you guys promise we get a bunch of it, we'll tell you, or we'll show it to you.
So this might be a load of bullshit.
Maybe. I mean, it's coming from a pole. You can't really trust them.
Had guns and turrets on its
Well,
side.
you can't even
Ooh.
pronounce the names of their cities. Walbers.
Do it, I dare you.
Roclaw. It's not
Roclaw?
even a real word.
Rollclaw.
Roll claw.
Oh.
Caw. So
So
yeah,
I'm confused. They actually found gold in the train.
it doesn't exactly.
Because they just kind of say they found a train, and then there's rumors about gold in the train.
What I imagine it was that there was a story. The rumor was that it was a gold train. There was a gold train out there, and then they found the train.
Oh,
But no
so
gold.
It was like one of those.
Yeah.
Old man Hitler left his
Oh,
this map, left this treasure map. And it leads to the gold train.
Good old Hitler. Always leaving us little things.
Yeah, I want to do an adventure like that one time. Find an old map somewhere that has an X on the what thing, and then build friendships with people that I contract to help me go find it. Kind of like Treasure Island, except I never read that book.
Kind of like that story I never read.
Yeah, I've been told Treasure Island was like that.
Okay, so
Rolling with.
someone
I
share
Whoa.
that.
I have I have it. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Now I can share. I had to close all my other tabs 'cause they're super shady.
So, channeling Stappy as best I could, I came up with this. He's a guy who apparently just 30 years after his dad died, got drunk, maybe smoked a little bit of weed, and was heard screaming Bible verses at his dad's grave as he was trying to dig it up.
Wow.
So
Oh man.
He says he didn't do anything wrong. Just
No.
throwing that out there.
no. This was just kind of like a ladder to heaven thing that they did in South Park, but a bit different. A lot
Yeah,
more creepy.
apparently part of the Bible states that if you bury someone in the ground, that's a no-no and they can't go to heaven. So he decided he was going to fix that
Ah,
because his
all
dad
right.
wasn't in heaven.
Oh,
I thought
so
the way I read the title, I thought he was going to dig up his dad so that he could go to heaven, so that the guy who dug him up
No,
could
no,
go
no.
to heaven.
So the dad can go to heaven. He's just been
Ah.
like in limbo for 30
I
years
see.
or something.
just hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
Which the dude's 44 and his dad died 30 years ago. So he's like 14 when it happened.
See, religion gives people so much inner peace with themselves.
Oh yeah.
It gives them so much comfort.
With the shovel.
He also said that the truth will come out, and if it doesn't,
Wow.
then he's going to do it again. Like, the truth of God's word has to be acknowledged, or else he will just keep doing it.
And that's dedication.
Which, that's weird. I don't know.
Scared shitless right there. I accidentally unplugged my headphones, and you guys were just because I have to turn my volume all the way up in order to hear out of these headphones.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
So you guys were like projecting into my house on full volume. That was awful.
And everyone's like,
What the fuck was that? What are those white
What
people
are they talking
talking
about?
I
It
know,
didn't-
like out of context, what you were saying made no sense, but it was just loud. God damn. Like the adrenaline is
Religious
so pumping.
pretenses.
Ooh,
don't do that again.
they have a
What?
Latino section. Let's look here.
Oh, God.
Martin O'Malley
Well-
takes on Trump in Las Vegas.
We are being racist.
Oh, very. We're always so racist. Well, mostly you guys, but then I join in on the fun every once in a while.
You're the slightly less racist one.
Everyone's a little bit racist. Please
Cubans,
tell me.
hey, Cubans await better economy. Okay.
Oh. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Well,
believe
with I guess the opening or lifting of the embargo
Yeah, we don't
on
hate them that.
Cuba, then we can all travel there. It actually looks like a really pretty place to visit.
We said, all right, Cuba, you're all right. Russia, not so much. And now
We
they're
should-
like, they're like destroying like food that comes from America. Like, oh, this
I
food came
saw
from
that,
America.
It's-
gonna
yeah,
destroy
they've
it all.
placed a ban on food coming from like food imports from certain countries,
Yeah.
and America is one of them.
Wow.
Like, they found 470 tons of cheese during a raid.
That's
they
a
can-
lot.
Yeah, the people might spend a
Is
decade
American
behind
cheese
bars
that
because of
valued?
cheese.
Like I don't even like Sargento that much. Do people like it?
Cheese. Decades in jail for cheese.
Or Kraft
Oh.
even? Kraft is disgusting.
Cheese.
But anyway, I found this on the Latino section. An 11-year-old at the center of Paraguay abortion
God,
debate gives birth, whatever that means.
that's not a touchy subject.
Oh, yeah, at center.
11-year-olds giving
At
birth.
center means that
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
pretty much like the
Yeah. I thought there was a center of Paraguay abortions. Like just one place where all the
Yeah,
Paraguayans go and get their
It's
abortions.
just
it's called Stabby's Compound.
oh god. No, it is literally in the center of Paraguay, and it's an
Yeah.
abortion clinic.
It's like a little compound, kind of like their Guantanamo.
It's like the whole universe revolves around this 11-year-old.
Mm-hmm. So she was denied an abortion after being raped, gave birth Thursday. That's cheery.
But you could,
Her
like,
name was...
people that young can fucking die from trying to give birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was raped. Like, it's not like she even wanted to get pregnant or it was an accident.
No, it's not like she was just,
Go down a little bit.
her fault at all. What?
470 tons of
There it is. We've gone full circle.
Yay.
This looks like some genuine Wisconsin cheese. Probably could have gone for a good 30 million. Wow, on the black
Holy
market.
shit! That is so much cheese.
Yeah.
I know. That's a lot of
$30
cheddar.
million worth of cheese.
And it
That's
looks
a lot
like
of cheddar.
Ooh.
ha ha ha.
Cheddar.
Ha, ha.
Oh man, look, they caught this bastard. He was trying to give food to his people.
Yeah. A cheese
this guy.
smuggling gang.
It is the cheese black market.
Oh, look at that. They're just like, all right, destroy food.
How do you just put it on the floor and then leave it to kind of
get-
compost?
I get fucking mad if someone, like, doesn't finish their meal and throws it in the fucking trash.
Yeah.
This really pisses me off that, like, there's starving people around the world. And we're like, time to destroy 470 tons of cheese.
I would just
Yeah.
say ship that shit somewhere else.
This
Ship
looks
that
like
shit
this
down
looks like apples too.
Africa. I don't know.
Fuck
I don't-
fruit.
yeah. They should have. I think there was a petition going on.
Fuck
I
fruit
read,
and cheese.
I read somewhere there was a petition of
The
over
French.
like 25,000 people that asked for that food to be distributed
Yeah.
to the millions of people
dying
in Russia that are starving.
Yeah. It's like
They
you
were
don't.
like, nope, we're gonna go ahead and kill it, destroy it.
Putin's like, fuck that.
We're
Fuck
gonna
helping
wait.
people.
I got
They're
me a
waging
different
war
idea.
on food. Yeah, I mean, all that military spending has to go to fighting something. Why not your own
Cheese.
people?
And cheese.
And cheese.
The cheese of your own people.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I like how there's that. It's the picture right there where it looks like they're cutting into the
Yeah,
cheese.
yeah.
Like it's
Oh.
a block of Coke.
Yeah.
Well, you see, they're actually really bad guys because the cheese was repackaged and was being passed off as higher quality than it actually was. So there was a bit of, like,
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
there was a bit of hanky-panky going on.
Yeah. Let's hope they didn't cut this cheese with anything funky. You don't want to end up with a bad
they-
trip.
They were probably going to charge, exorbitant prices to these desperate people we're talking about.
Yep.
So it's not like they're the good guys, but it's like they're less.
No, there are like no good guys in this.
Everyone's evil.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they had food and they were like trying to get it to people. That's something.
I'm actually surprised so far that we haven't connected this to Mr. Rogers. I think he's behind all this.
Yeah, that's true.
We did say that he was a Russian gangster.
The bastard.
We established there was a cheese smuggling ring, and this is definitely him.
After he
this is-
raped that 11-year-old girl and got her
Yeah.
pregnant,
Oh,
then
God.
he said, formed this.
Too much. Too much.
Did we
And
go
skipped
too
out on
far?
our podcast today, like a bitch.
Punk ass, bitch ass. We're gonna give him some shit later.
And
So that was
apparently,
fun.
they only did catch 6 people though, so
Oh,
The
well,
cheese ring goes
I
on.
wonder. Yeah, this had to have involved more people than just that, or
It
maybe
closed
they,
down one cheese house and another cheese house opens up right next door.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
You know
like
what I
crack
heard
houses,
about
except cheesier.
Canada a while ago? They had this like almost the same problem, but with they have the problem of big crime rings stealing maple syrup. So like,
That is
so
the most Canadian thing you could see.
yeah, the response to this has been the maple syrup companies. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. They spread out their maple syrup among these different locations.
Hey,
that they're
please
not
try
allowed
to-
disclose.
Please stop doing that, eh? It's
Yeah.
really not nice, eh?
That's
Yeah.
like Americans, having a bacon smuggling ring or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
They spread out their bacon so they don't people don't steal it.
Yeah,
Or ignorance smuggling ring. You got plenty of that.
You can't have any of my ignorance.
It's all mine. That's great. I love the prohibition style kind of way of handling like ban on this thing
Yeah.
because I imagine like a speakeasy with
Yeah.
cheese.
Speakeasy.
You gotta know the password. It's like
a
Gouda.
wine and cheese party, but it's totally illegal. Not because of the wine, but because of the cheese.
like
Pretty soon they'll be dancing.
Yeah, like you see a cop coming around the corner. Shit, hide the cheese, hide the cheese. Hey, officer, no, we're just getting drunk here.
Yeah, just drinking our
eat it.
drinking our- What are you eating there?
And it's funny because I'm pretty sure that Russia has a big alcohol problem. Like alcoholism is really big in Eastern Europe.
They love
and Russia
vodka.
in particular.
You basically, if you live in Russia, you have to be drunk.
Yeah.
That's what I understand.
Oh man, I was watching a series of videos from Russia. It's called "Stop a Douchebag." So basically, Russia has a big problem with people when the highways get clogged. People will say, you know what, fuck this, I'm driving on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So they'll pull their car right into the sidewalk and just start gunning it. I mean, no regard for any people walking down there. They can get the fuck out of the way.
Oh God!
And so
It's like-
basically, the Stop a Douchebag people will sit there, you know, not move, and ask people to pull back out into the highway. And if they don't, they put a big sticker on their windshield.
It just says douchebag.
It says
Nice.
in Russian, I think, "I have no regard for people's safety."
I'm a douchebag.
Something like that, yeah.
Wow, that is a true douchebag. You win the Darwin Award.
Yeah. I just find that really funny. Like, hey, this is a place for walking, but my schedule is more important than these people's lives.
I feel like people in Russia and China and people that are like oppressed, they just snap. Like everything's
Stop
fine,
giving a fuck.
and then one day it's like they're caught in traffic and they're like, "I've had enough. Like this is it. I'm fucking done."
Just
And
a
they just
run
go-
out of fucks kind of moment. You know?
Yeah, they just go fucking nuts for a few
Yeah, they're
minutes.
just heading back from the grocery store, which had all of 5 items in it.
I just
they were-
want vodka.
Yeah, they
Damn
were
it.
only allowed to buy 3 of them.
No.
They haven't had their daily fix of vodka, and they just go crazy.
Vodka.
Or their local speakeasy cheese place just got
Cheese-easies.
raided, so they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cheese easy.
They can't get their fix of Kraft or Sargento.
Easy cheese.
Yeah.
Or their high-end 4 blended cheese mix.
Can't you also get high off of the cheese in a can?
Oh yeah, you can do
It's
that.
like a double whammy. They're like, we got
Yeah.
cheese and you're high. All
Yeah,
in
I can
one.
imagine. I can imagine some guy in Moscow coming up to you, real shady with a big trench coat on, opening up the trench coat, and there's cheese lining the sides of his jacket.
Easy squeeze containers, just like, oh God.
We got spray. We got genuine American. We got some cheddar, extra sharp.
American cheese is not cheese.
I don't. What would you classify it as then?
I don't know.
Just a yellow
just-
substance.
Okay, so my parents are really old, and they don't understand the concept of you only use certain cheeses for certain things.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need mozzarella cheese for a pizza, and they're like,
Yeah.
we got some American slices, and it's like that's not gonna work. Like that's not the same thing.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And they're just like, it's cheese.
No, it's
it
not.
is.
You
Kind
gotta
of.
at least
We call them
go with a
different
white
names.
cheddar.
We call them different names because they taste different.
No.
Yeah.
Now you're just talking crazy.
Yeah.
That said, I wonder what kind of cheese was most popular here. 'Cause this looks like cheddar up here, but this down here that they're cutting into looks like American. Yeah, you can tell by the
We're
really,
analyzing the cheese now.
you can tell by the really fake puke yellow color that that's American.
Now, what's
cheese.
that thin red one? I wonder what kind of cheese is in that.
Yeah.
No idea. Wow, is this what we're doing?
Yeah,
is this
we've
really
devolved to cheese
look.
examination.
Russian
we
men
went
have-
from we
Russian
went from
men carry
sexual
purses.
we went from sex crimes
Oh,
to
what happened?
plague to digging up a dead guy to cheese. And I mean, like, subtly. Like, we're focused on that cheese.
Oh, no, no,
This
no.
is amazing.
And these apples, these poor apples who had to be
No!
dumped.
Innocent apples.
Which begs the question, why did they even bother dumping the apples? If you wanted them to go bad, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
What's
If you
happening
want
here?
fruit to
I
go
think a
bad,
video's playing.
just wait a while.
I don't know where, though. Okay, a
Or
video's playing, and it's
Can't you
annoying.
feed it to animals or some shit? It's like, come on.
I guess, yeah. Okay, yeah, it was a video.
Oh.
I just hate wasting food.
Yeah.
Eat your vegetables.
And then you waste all that gas putting the apples from the warehouse out into the street for some reason. Like they wouldn't have just spoiled if you turned off the fridge in the warehouse.
Yeah, just wait a little bit.
Yeah.
They'll be bad.
patient.
It'll go bad on its own. It's called nature.
Yeah.
All right.
So, that was fun.
Yeah.
So shall we end
Thanks
it?
for joining us.
And we're only 15 minutes short of a full cast, so
Oh.
you know we
There
have.
you go.
We should get one more story.
Be interesting, you guys.
I
Something.
can't. I just can't. I don't have it in me.
All right.
Damn.
I already ranted about Weeds. I can't do that. I think we've already talked about Inside Out, and I should watch more things so I'm more interesting.
Go out
There'll
and
be
have
more
some interesting shit happen to you. Go out and get kidnapped or something.
Nah, I just have to watch more. I just have to consume more content. That's what it is. I gotta spend more time inside, putting my nose to the grindstone and absorbing Netflix until I can no longer hear out of my left ear.
Always
And
a good thing.
that one would go out first. It's the weak one.
Everyone fuck your left ear. Just to hell with it.
Yeah. I
These virgin ears.
Yeah, I got a bunch of damage from something going into war, but with only one ear. I left
What?
the right one at home. I don't know.
It's just all in the one.
You got
All right,
just
but
all in
let's
one.
let's just end this before it gets any worse. So
Hey, we haven't fallen back on our sound effects yet. Let's do that.
I got a few there. Just try to make a
Yeah,
fun.
we started pretty early with the sound effects.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
back.
Okay, let's play
All
the
right.
one in the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay. Are we just gonna go through the list and you just press all the sound effects?
I think so. At the very least, we give people a nice sample of what Google Effects has to offer.
Oh,
Yeah,
ow.
someone's at the
Fuck.
door.
High quality effects.
Maybe it's stabby. They're okay. I think they're they need to have like following a fat person sound. Like,
Bum, 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 bum.
for when they fall.
Okay.
We have a gong in memory of the Tianjin explosion. The Tianjin explosion.
Tianjin.
Tianjin.
So you're gonna sound angry and racist.
Whoa. Woman sets boyfriend's penis on fire and puts it on YouTube.
Holy
Excellent.
shit, that sounds painful. I heard about this morning, so I didn't get the details on it too much. So
What other
what do
details are
you
there
do to
to...
deserve that?
Oh, okay.
He was cheating on her.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay,
I
so
mean-
he's a dick.
He targeted the penis for a
I bet it
reason.
was with a younger, prettier woman. So is
Yeah,
he
or
taking
just
that video?
anyone
is he taking
else
that video
besides
down?
her.
Because if not, I'm going to report it for stealing our thunder. That's the reason we're not getting any views. It's because there's more interesting stuff on the site. I think if we can just flag all of that down, we'll start to see the views pouring in.
Flag everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make it
Yeah.
a point to flag at least 15 videos a day.
Oh my god.
Just get everything on YouTube taken down,
Yep.
except
Sweet.
our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're the only ones that are left, we'll be able to make it
There can
big,
only be
grand,
one.
and
There
popular.
can only be
for once.
one.
Once we force everyone,
Yeah,
we'll
then
we'll
that
finally be
internet
popular.
money will start to pour in, and those internet bitches, internet
All of it.
fame.
Kickstarter. We'll
Yep.
have one of those.
We'll be the only ones at VidCon.
Oh god, that'd be boring. That'd be so boring.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we just. I think we kind of sit there for 45 minutes and try and find something to talk about, then leave. Go back
Like, ooh,
home. Reschedule our flights to be earlier than they were.
Okay.
please make it
I think
stop.
we should.
Make
Yeah,
it
we should
stop.
end it now, please.
Yeah, I'm ending it.
All
Goodbye.
right, thank you for watching.
Bye. Come
Bye.
back.